Hello, everybody. You know who I am. I know who you are. We all know what we're sick of. We don't need to go into that. We're all intelligent people. If you're listening to me, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I would say you're likely a pretty intelligent individual. You know what's going on. I know what's going on. We see it in front of our faces every day, right? Well, there are some things that I need to address, and I'm hoping that everyone's going to listen and take this in the spirit that it is given. I don't agree with illegal immigration. Point blank. I don't agree with it. Unfortunately, it seems to no longer be an issue for governmental entities these days. So, I guess there is no such thing as illegal immigration anymore, since anybody who wants to can just cross over the border anytime they want and then go live anywhere in the country that they want to be. So what do we do? Well, I guess we really just don't have a whole lot of choice but to simply accept the situation for what it is. And I got news for everybody. Whether we like it or not, and I'm including myself, whether we like it or not, these people are here. And I got news for you. When the shit hits the fan, and it's likely going to, at some point, we don't know when, how it's going to happen, but it's likely going to. It's probably going to involve the banking system, at least in part. At any rate, there's a whole facet of things going on that are bringing the country down. That's only one. But as I want to get to this point, when the shit hits the fan, regardless of how anybody got here, we're going to all be in the shit storm together. It appears to me that the majority of the people coming here, not all of them, but the majority of them, are Spanish speaking. So, my advice, learn Spanish as much as you can before that time, so that you can communicate with people. You're going to need to be able to tell them that you trust, that they can trust you. Hopefully they will be able to. And that you're not going to do them any harm. And you would appreciate it if they would not do you any harm. There are more good people, however they're coming here. Most of these people are good people. I work in retail. I deal with a lot of Spanish-speaking people, and most of them are good-hearted people who would not do anything to hurt anybody if they didn't have to, just like all the rest of us. Are there negative influences coming across that border? You bet your ass there are. MS-13 is likely all over the country at this point. Very likely. And not to mention people from all over the world that have very good reason to not like the people of this country. I have good reason to not like the people of this country. I'm not holding grudges, but let's just face it. Look at the people that we have elected to put into power for the last 50 years. None of them have really been good. I mean, Donald Trump was almost good, but even, trust me, that man has got his issues. That's why I didn't vote for him last time, and I won't vote for him this time. I will vote for Bobby Kennedy over anybody else. He's the only one that I would be willing to vote for. He's the only one that really makes sense. All the way makes sense. None of the rest of them do, including Trump. Now, people from Africa generally tend to speak multiple languages. I'm talking 4 or 5 languages. I know one man that I used to serve at the speedway that I was working for before I transferred to this one that I'm at now. He spoke 9 languages. 9 fluently. So chances are, even if you have people that are not of Spanish descent or Spanish speaking descent, if they're from Africa, they're likely going to speak Spanish. They just likely will, and maybe even English too. But those are going to be helpful people when it comes to communication. And we're going to have to band together with these people. We're going to have to, because there are going to be a lot of them, and they're going to be everywhere. They're already everywhere. But just imagine when the shit hits the fan, and you might find yourself in a situation where you're around more people that speak Spanish than you are around people that speak English. Could happen. Could easily happen. You need to learn at least enough to communicate what you will need to communicate in that situation. Like I said, folks, we are all in this together, and we are going to all stay in this together. We are going to have to love each other, do the best we can to help each other, and we're going to have to help each other. We're going to have to help each other get through all this, and we're going to have to be able to communicate. Just keep all that in mind. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit, signing out.